What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prizepicks video. So we're talking about the NBA for Wednesday, December 3rd. Last video, first two picks hit, and the last pick looking good. Game still live. Stay tuned to hear all the picks we have in this one because we've been going absolutely crazy in the Dynamo private Discord. And we want you guys to get in here now for free. Try it out, see if you guys like it. My favorite picks in all sports. Plus, we brought together all the best cappers all in one Discord to post their favorite plays as well. You can see some crazy streaks like a 9-0 from the cappers in the NBA. Follow that up the very next day with a 13-2 day in the NBA. The next day, one of our cappers hit this massive slip that he posted and people tailed $5 to win 125. And then we hit a 10-1 with our NBA plays. Another massive hit, $5 to win 50 using our picks. 5-1 with the NHL. We post in all sports here. You can see I hit a 6-0 day in the NBA. The next day, 11-2 in the NBA. I was all within a week stretch. A lot of our plays in the game still live for tonight. Monday, though, posted just my 3 favorite NFL plays and 3 NBA picks later in the day and hit on all 6 of them, cashing people out. Another capper we have in here posted early look plays on the NBA and NHL for the early games and hit 5-0 on Tuesday. Click that top link. You guys can get in here, try it out for free. We brought together all the best cappers posting in all sports here daily, just their favorite plays. Crazy streaks that we've been going on, especially with the NBA and the massive days we've been having in the Discord just in the past couple days. We've been crushing in the videos, but even hotter in the Discord where we post a ton more picks. So let's get into the plays for this one. For the first one, I'm going to Julian Champagnie over on his points at 10.5. Definitely a weird one here, but the Spurs on a back-to-back, also dealing with injuries to obviously Wemby, Stephon Castle in there. It's opening up more shots and more minutes for Champagnie, who has been starting. Could also see some guys resting in this game, like Dylan Harper, maybe even Harrison Barnes, an older guy on their team on a back-to-back, which would open up even more shot opportunities for a guy like Champagnie. So I'm going to him for the first one. A weird one, but definitely one I'm liking. Looking at him over on Outlier, which does have a free trial as well if you want to check it out with that link down in the description. You can see on the season he has hit this in 9 of 20 games, coming off 2 bad ones, which has lowered his points line here a bit to 9.5. And I'm going to jump on it. Game before that, he had 25 points against Denver. He's had some big ones, 20, 22, multiple games with 14 as well this season. The minutes have been all over the place, but you can see the last one, he played 35 minutes. Game before that was not a good game for him or the Spurs. He got just 25 minutes. I think this is going to be a closer game against Orlando. He should be playing high minutes in this one, 36 minutes the game before that. So the minutes definitely have been there, especially with some of these guys out. And something you can do on Outliers, you could only look at games this season where he's played a certain amount of minutes, and we project him for in the 30s of minutes. So looking at games this year, when he's played 31 or more minutes, he's hit this in 6 of 8 of those games. And we can even come up and look at last year. So last year he hit this 45%. Again, the same exact percentage as this season. But when he played bigger minutes, like just 24 or more minutes last year, he hit this in 29 of 40 games. And when he played 29 or more minutes last season, he hit it in 16 of 18 games, 89% of them. So definitely one that I'm liking to go to here. He could definitely get the job done given these minutes, and I'm not afraid of a matchup against Orlando. So I like going to him for the first one. For the next one, I'm going to Jalen Johnson, and I'm going to take him on the threes. A guy who's been shooting a lot more threes this year, especially as of late. I think he's going to keep that going. They have Porzingis already ruled out for this game, which means Jalen Johnson going to be a big man out there who's going to need to hit some threes for this team without, one of their big man shooters out there in Porzingis. Jalen Johnson has been extremely good this season, coming up against the Clippers, who have been terrible and giving up a ton of points. I really like the matchup, and I like him on the three-pointers made. The points line is getting pretty high at 23.5. But on the threes, if he's going to get close to 24 here, I think he's definitely going to have 2 threes in the game. So I like going to him. Kind of a new thing for Jalen Johnson that he has been taking this high of volume of threes as well. He's getting to his shot more off the dribble, which is definitely good. The Clippers allowed the 29th most threes in the NBA this season, over 15 per game, which is great. Only a 3.5 point spread in this one, even though the Clippers have been constantly getting blown out. So it should be a close, high-scoring game as well. And you can see on the season, he's hit this in 11 of 20 games, but his first 7 games of the season, he didn't hit this one. And since then, he's been absolutely on fire three-point shooting. You can see his last 10 games, he's hit it in 9 of 10 of them. And you can see the last 3 games, he's hit 4 in the past 2, and then 3 multiple games here with 4 3-pointers made. You can also see the attempts. He's taken 8, 8, 7 in the last 3. Another game with 8 in his last 10. He's getting a ton of attempts up. We can now look at last year. He only hit this in 13 of 36 games, 36%, but the 3-pointer attempts were definitely not there. Not a single game getting up 8 attempts in a game, and he's done that 3 times in the last 8 games, I think it was. So he's getting up a ton more attempts, getting to a shot off the dribble, and he's been absolutely smashing this one in a great matchup. I like going to this one. But if you guys are just playing on Prizepicks, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. You got to be playing on Parlay Play. Click the link down below. You get $5 in your account when you do. You don't even have to deposit. And the reason I play over here more is because the payouts are just higher. A 3-pick slip we have plugged in over here, the same exact lines you can find over on Prizepicks. We're getting over a 7x multiplier compared to just a 6x on Prizepicks. It's a huge difference. You just win more money for playing the same exact stuff. And you can start with a massive bankroll because they match your first deposit 100%. So try it out for free with that $5. When you use the link down below, get higher payouts for playing the same stuff on Prizepicks and start with a massive bankroll. It's a no-brainer. Try them out with the link down below. It's going to make you more profitable as a sports bettor like it did for me. So let's get into the next one. For the next one, I'm going to Zach LaVine. I'm going to him on the under of his points at 19.5. For LaVine, an extremely tough matchup against Houston. I would say the toughest matchup you can get in the NBA besides the Thunder is going to be against the Houston Rockets this year. Team is extremely good defensively. Every player on their team is long and athletic, making it super hard for guys to get their jump shots off, which LaVine really feasts off, and he has been absolutely terrible after an extremely hot start. The Kings also very viable to get blown out in this game, which could mean LaVine plays under 30 minutes in this one. So looking at LaVine on Outlier, Houston, the second best defense, allowing just 111 points per game. That's second in the NBA. You can see in his last 10 games, he's only hit this in 3 of them. In 7 of those games, he's gone for 15 or under. 6 of those games, he's gone for 15 or under. And the minutes have been fairly good for him. In the last 5, he's played basically 32 or more minutes and still has not even really come close to these in a few of those games. Just been really bad. He's had a big game against Utah in an easy matchup, a big one against Memphis in an easy matchup, and all these other matchups really hasn't really come that close. You can see on the season, he was hitting it earlier in the year. His first 6 games were absolutely on fire, and then since then, his last 13 games, he's only hit this 4 times. So coming in against the toughest matchup, I really do not like this one. It's a 15.5 point spread. Kings could easily be down by more than 20 going into the fourth quarter, and then he just doesn't really play a lot in the end, if at all. And looking at this season, when he plays 38 or less minutes, he's hit this under half of his games. 36 or less, he's hit this in just a third of his games. And 34 or less, just 2 of 7. So for LaVine on a team that's extremely struggling, and his struggles coming up against the toughest defensive matchup here, definitely one I do not like, especially with this blowout scenario that could happen. We've been crushing the picks in the videos, but even hotter in the Discord when we post a ton more of our favorite plays. You guys can get in here for free for more picks from me, plus a bunch of other cappers. We brought in here 11-2 in the NBA the other day. You could see some more massive hits from the cappers. 5-1 with the NHL, 5 to win 50, 10-1 a few days before that 10-2 streak, and then we had the day before that 13-2 in the NBA. Day before that, 9-0 in the NBA. Some crazy streaks this season in the NBA. We've absolutely been on fire. Lately as well, you can see Monday posted my 3 favorite Monday Night Football plays, and then later 3 favorite NBA plays, and we hit on all 6 of them, cashing people out in here. Another capper doing the same on Tuesday, posting plays for the early games, 3 favorite NBA and 2 favorite NHL. That's all he posted. Hit 5-0. So click the top link. You guys can get in here. You guys saw the crazy streaks, the winning plays we've been posting in here. Check it out for free. See if you guys like it, and you're going to, because it's our favorite picks daily in all sports, and we brought together a bunch of the best cappers to post in here. And if you're just playing on Prizepicks, you have to be on Parlay Play. $5 free when you click the link down below to sign up. You don't even have to deposit to try it out. Higher payouts, that's why I play over here even more. Almost a 7x on this. Same exact lines on a 3-pick slip that you're going to find on Prizepicks. Over there it's a 6x, here almost a 7x, leaving a ton of money on the table if you're just playing over there instead of here. Plus, you can start with a huge bankroll because they match your first deposit 100%. No brainer to try it out. Maybe more profitable as a sports bettor. Check out Parlay Play, and we'll see you guys over in the Discord.